Okay, so apparently these Fast and Furious movies make a little bit of money, and so now we're graced with the sixth installment, naturally called Fast and Furious 6. Because first, they were fast, but now they're furious. See how it stacks up in our review. How many of you thought we'd be here someday talking about the sixth Fast and Furious movie? Well, me neither. But it's here, and honestly, it's not that bad. Despite retiring at the end of Fast 5, the crew is called back in to stop an international fugitive and thwart his evil plans.
I need your help, Dom.
But then somehow Letty is alive and teamed up with the bad guy, and none of that really matters because all you care about is the cars, crashes, and things blowing up real good. And on this front, Fast 6 delivers. The stunts and car races are up to par with what we've come to expect from the series, but for a series built on street races, this is the only point where the film stumbles by giving us a surprisingly subpar street race about halfway through. Also, I don't know how they find these street races, but none of the ones I've ever seen look like this. With a series like this, there of course has to be a suspension of disbelief applied, but as with Fast 5, the movie does a fair job of keeping things relatively grounded in reality. Mostly. The sequel tries to do everything bigger and better, but stumbles under its own lofty expectations. The villain is better than before, the cast is still great, and the crashes are bigger than ever before, but by tasking the crew with stopping a global threat, it loses some of the personality that the series gained with Fast 5. The series has never been better than at its height as a high-octane revenge flick. The ending of the movie gives me hope for the sequel, but only time will tell.
You really think you've won?